In the greenhouse game, each week begins with 3 players entering the greenhouse, earning power in deciding who goes home each cycle. Players in the greenhouse designate which players are vulnerable at each week's banishment. Additionally, players are able to earn seeds, the in-game currency, and the vulnerable players can use those seeds to buy their way out of precarious situations. Alliances must be forged, lies must be told, and at the end of each cycle, someone has to go home. It's the ultimate game of negotiation. Do you strike now or save your power for later? Do you save a valuable ally or do you save your seeds? 13 enter, 1 will leave. This is the greenhouse. This round is the daisy chain. On his way out of the game, Mitch granted Lainey immunity, and she will start the chain. Lainey will save one player, and the player that she saves will save another player. The chain will continue until one player is left, unsaved. That player will be the first nominee, and they will choose someone to go up against on the block.
Obviously, I would love if you picked me, just because we were both on the block together.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm not going to make any promises because I want to talk to
I completely understand
the cast.
But if you don't pick me, obviously that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
What are you kind of thinking in terms of?
First of all, I'm very surprised that Mitch picked me. I'm very happy. I had a feeling it could happen, but I thought he would pick Kip. And then whenever he called out Kip, I was like, ooh, so maybe it will be me. Hoping he gives me his one seat. That'd be lovely. Maybe he's giving it to someone else. I don't know. But anyway, first of all, shocked. Second of all, like I said, I want to talk to everyone. I know who I'm not picking. And they probably know who they are too. But at the moment, my contenders in my head, before I even say anything, are you, Claire,
I like Claire,
and Kip.
Okay.
And Maddie. Those are my 4 that I'm thinking
really tight with, right?
Really tight with.
And see, the thing is, I talked to Claire also
I
about
like
working together
Brandon.
with
I don't
Claire.
personally trust him because he couldn't give me a solid answer. Also, he allowed John to put me up. He didn't fight for me at all. So that tells me that I'm low on his total.
You're low on his total.
Yeah.
Which is kind of what I got to when he put me up. So.
Yeah, literally. Obviously, I don't want you to go. So if we can formulate a way to get you safe.
No, absolutely.
If I don't pick you, is what I'm saying.
If you do give it to Claire, that's totally fine. I feel very safe
She will
with
likely
Claire.
pick Kip.
Right.
I already talked to her about it. Because she said that she gave Kip the favorite vote so that she could kind of get that. So it was kind of like a trade-off.
So if that's the route you want to go, I'm willing to say if you pick me first, I will pick Claire instead.
Okay.
Just so you can still guarantee Claire that.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick Claire, and I'm gonna just put her on the list.
I want you to know that whenever things were up in the air, I was a big part in you not getting evicted.
Thank you. What were they saying?
Here's the thing. Here's the tea. Because I knew that none of them liked Meredith, I said, I have a gut feeling that if Drake is evicted, he'll pick Meredith first in the daisy chain. Because that was my one big selling point for you not getting evicted without seeming suspicious.
Right. No, that's fair. I appreciate it.
So.
That said, I just talked to Lainey and gave her my pitch on why she should pick me for the daisy chain first. While we were block buddies, we just went through this together, but she really wants to keep you safe, and I also really want to keep you safe because we have been kind of working together throughout this. So I told her that if she did pick me, you're going to get my daisy chain.
Okay.
So, I just want to inform you of that.
Okay.
Because she said you'd probably pick Kip, which is fine with me, as long as I get to keep going. But yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. No one talks to me. Like, everyone's like, oh, he's such a big social threat, but they don't tell me anything. So I'm like, how am I a social threat if you don't tell me anything?
Because people can't tell who you're really with. They think you're playing everyone.
And that's the thing is I've told the people that I'm really with them, that I'm really with them.
I know.
Like I said, my 2 closest people are you and Bryce. I know that we mentioned, we're uncomfortable with Meredith, but she keeps winning comps. If she's in the game, everyone's going to keep saying her. Oh, sorry.
You're good.
If everyone's in the game, everyone's going to keep saying her name. Like, it just clicked for me at the end of that round.
Which is a fair point.
I I told you I feel comfortable with you and Bryce, and then Claire and Brandon are like this.
Right.
And I don't know, like, I feel like they would bring us.
Yeah.
Now, I have not made an alliance this game, which is weird because I usually do.
I haven't,
The only remotely alliance would be the 5 that we have.
Exactly, yeah.
But it's very loose.
Yeah.
It's very loose. It's fully built on who's vibing and like we're friends, right?
Right.
I'll be honest.
Okay.
I am more, and I trust you 100% with this, and I hope that like I'm looking out for both of us.
Right.
I'm not scared of Meredith. I'm more scared of like Claire and Brandon. And Meredith, I feel like she would work with me. I don't know if she'd work with you.
I haven't really been talking to her, so that's what
I talked to her for the first time, really.
Yeah.
Like game talk.
Yeah.
And I feel like she was on a good page with me. Even though in the first round she was like, I don't want to work with him. I was like, okay.
Yeah, she would. If she would have been in there, she would have wanted to nominate you. Yeah.
So I don't know.
I don't know either. I haven't talked to her, so I don't.
Yeah. So just let me know what you think. Like we don't have to go like do
Right.
anything right now, but like
I mean, but it could be.
Yeah.
1 second.
But full thing. Since Lainey's it, I'm comfortable with giving like my vote to you to stay, and then you could do vice versa.
Right. Yeah. For
And
sure.
then whoever's second, I'm fine with doing Bryce.
Yeah.
Cool. And then like so like if I get it first, I can vote you.
And then
Yeah. Right. Whoever you want. You don't have
exactly.
to do
Right.
Bryce.
Right. No. I know. But I'm just trying to cover our bases.
Right.
But also, but no, I guess I don't hate the idea of possibly getting Claire out.
She's gonna win this game.
Yeah. She
Honestly,
has.
I told Bryce the same time. I was like, she's amazing, and everyone loves her. And she's one of my best friends. But that's why I know she would win this game.
I know she's a fierce competitor, and I know we're tight, but like at some point, you gotta look at your game. So okay, I think some other people are trying to get in to maybe talk, chit chat with
Being terrible. Because I was just given some information. So apparently, John was thinking about buying the fly trap to get out Meredith. But
See, I was talking to Maddie just now. I don't want Meredith to go. It's because I thought about it. Everyone's saying Meredith. Why would I get her out if everyone's saying her? Keep her in the game. Keep her in the fucking game.
she's one less target off of your back.
Keep her in the fucking game.
And so Claire just told me that one of the big contenders for me to stay over Mitch was people thought that if I were to go, I would have given Meredith immunity.
Oh, they think you're together with Meredith because of that art thing, huh? I remember us talking about that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so because she's a threat, I'm a threat by association.
I see. I told Maddie I'd vote to her in the chain thing.
Yeah, so I was talking to Lainey, and she said she was leaning heavily towards picking me first, just because we went through the block together. Her stipulation was that I picked Claire, and I told her that I would do that.
I'm fine with that.
Considering we did this for you to give me something in return, I would like you to still.
I would
Offer me.
offer you the safety. Would you do the same for me if you got it, like before me? Then yeah.
Like,
No, I agree to
So,
that anyway. Like,
I don't want to be like, you owe me, but, because that's not what it is, but
Yeah.
like, I gave you that, and so.
No, I
Yeah.
said that anyway. I was like, if that happened, like if I didn't get it, but I still eventually got some immunity from that, like I would do you next.
Yeah.
And I was just gonna ask if you do the same thing. And then I would probably, if it was you first and then me, I'd probably choose Maddie. It
Okay.
just makes the most sense to me, unless you chose him first. I wouldn't choose Meredith or John.
Yeah.
That's the only ones.
The people who I'm considering picking, if they're not picked already, are you and Christian?
Yeah.
So, if I'm picked first,
Yeah, I get you. And I want to talk to Lainey because I don't know where her
because here's
head's
the
at.
thing. If I'm picked first and I picked you, then you owe me two things. You know? I'm kind of just using Kip. I really have no loyalty to him. I just made that move to have it in my back pocket for a rainy day. Same thing with Drake. I wasn't even purposely not evicting him for my benefit or for his benefit. It was because I didn't want Meredith to be first in the daisy chain. So my main loyalties is with my boys first, my girls second, and that's it.
Okay.
I want to be upfront. I didn't lie to Mitch.
I know what happened.
It was a half truth.
Yeah.
And I just shouldn't have done it.
I know Claire came to you, and it was kind of like a deal.
It was kind of
thing.
game or no game. It's either his or mine.
Yeah, and like
I
thought I knew Mitch was either gonna pick me or you, and I'm glad personally that he picked me. I'm not promising anyone the daisy chain until the daisy chain happens.
Yeah, I was seeing what you were thinking.
You're a contender on my top like 4. I'm fine with giving it to Drake, you, Claire, or Maddie.
The thing is, I'm still strong. I still want to work with Claire.
I like Claire. I like Claire a lot.
The problem is, she.
And I want to keep working with you, obviously. So.
Well, here's my thought, and like I know it sounds because of what I'm gonna say, but so she gave me. The deal was that if I was picked first, I would pick her. But if I'm picked by anyone, I'm still gonna pick her. Mm-hmm. The problem is if she's picked first and picks me.
You don't know she's gonna pick you. Oh.
Well, if she does, then she claims that I owe her more. So, I don't want to be picked after her.
Yeah, I understand. I understand that. Okay.
So if I'm picked, I can pick her, and then we can keep going.
Okay.
But I mean,
let me
yeah, I don't want
assess. I want to talk to a bunch of people. I want to talk to Claire. I want to talk to Maddie.
I'm just concerned about her getting picked first, and then me having more debts to pay.
Who would you pick if you after
it would be her?
Okay, but if she was picked,
she would probably pick Maddie or.
But no, if it's her, if I pick her, say I pick her, and then she picks you, who would you pick after that?
Maddie.
Maddie. Okay. Okay.
It would be Maddie or if.
Okay.
I mean, it would or Christian, but yeah, it would be Maddie at that point.
Christian. I like Christian.
But I was not expecting Mitch to pick Lainey.
No, I really thought he was going to pick.
I thought he was going to pick Kip.
Kip, but Kip pissed him off right at the end because Kip took Claire's
bank chip. Yeah, to kind of save face, I guess.
So I don't know. Obviously, Lainey's going to have a line at her door, but I think we should both talk to her. But
I think so too. I don't feel bad about this daisy chain. Going into
I hope not. Like, I'm completely fine with like if there's like whatever combination that ends up falling out of me, you, Christian, and Claire, like taking care of each other in the chain. If whoever is like, if one of us doesn't,
right,
you know, hasn't been picked before, if that makes sense.
No, I get. Yeah, I know what you mean.
But I don't know what Lainey's gonna.
I don't either.
Because she's been a wild card for me, and I actually thought about her to put up on the block, but I really didn't want to because I like every conversation we've had has been really good. I just like kind of put her with the Mitch and Kip crew in my mind, so I don't know.
Feel good with her because I kind of let her in on what we were doing, like what was going to happen with Mitch. Mm-hmm. I was kind of like, hey, I was like, first off, I'm going to be banked, so my vote doesn't happen. Then I was like, I think you're fine. Mm-hmm. I was like, I think the general is going to be Mitch for the purposes of the daisy chain. Yeah. And I think she was like, okay, thanks, appreciative for me like letting her know.
Yeah. I did that with Drake. I told him I didn't think he was going to be voted out. Yeah. He was shocked.
Yeah.
I think he pretended to be.
Even if one of us gets we don't get picked from on the block, we just pick Meredith.
Yeah.
And you're surefire staying.
Yeah. That's what I think.
Yeah.
So
because nobody wants to keep her. Because from what I was talking to people, they say that like even if someone random gets put up, they get to pick the nominee that goes on the block.
And they can pick
exactly, which is guaranteeing yourself safety.
Yeah. Yep.
Because no one's gonna. I can't think of honestly. Now that Mitch is out, I can't think of a single person that people are like, I want to vote them out more than I want her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I'm surprised he picked me. Personally, I thought he was gonna pick Kip.
Me too.
Whenever
we all did.
Whenever he called out Kip, and especially because I didn't give him that one seat, you know, whenever he needed. But whenever you know he called out Kip, I was just like, he might give it to me, and then he did, and like shock.
No, right?
Love shock, but shock.
So yeah, like I said, I'm not going to promise anyone anything.
No, I wouldn't.
Prior, just because I don't want anyone to get mad over. However, I would like you safe.
Yeah.
I like you, so I have no. Thank you. I have no.
Here.
Who would you want to see at the bottom? I think everyone thinks, and I think that's good.
And I told her, I was like, you are really killing the games right now, and it's intimidating, and
And she talked to me, and she was like, "Yeah, well, I've only been really good in like small settings." And I was like, "Yeah, but
she told me the same thing.
the thing is like, you might be good in those small settings, and it might be luck, but you can always like take longer on purpose.
Right.
You can always mess up on purpose to take the target. I would have done that. I would have won one immunity and been like, oh, no more.
And I'm done. Yeah.
And I'm done.
Yeah.
So,
but we don't have those anymore.
Yeah, thank God.
Which is nice.
Thank God.
But for
There's
that,
only one more like
literally,
immunity, and it's
for
the last
that reason alone is
Mm-hmm.
that, you know what I mean? Because and is her because she still right now is just racking up the most like threatening wins with no like hasn't really spilled any blood yet.
Yeah.
So
yeah, are we good?
Yeah, we're still, we'll call each other, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, and so it just depends on who goes first. So if you go first and pick me, I think the person I would choose is Christian. I
Yeah.
feel surprisingly okay with him right now, and I think the only thing I can do going forward is like keep building that bond with him and hope for the best. Do you know who you would choose?
I don't know, maybe Claire, maybe Bryce. I could probably choose Bryce because I want to like strengthen that alliance. Because Mitch was my other person I was kind of allied to, and now he's gone. So, I don't know. So I don't want like them to turn on me next, I guess.
Right, that's the thing. Brandon had reached out to me, so maybe I would consider him as well, because it depends on who's come before us and what options we have. Because Brandon, I would definitely see myself doing well by strengthening that bond. Because I know he said he's scared of me because I'm good at the competitions.
Yeah.
But that's true of everybody. But he was very open with me about it and said like we can have something going forward if we start building that now. So yeah, for me, I think him or Christian. I was warned, I think, by you that I couldn't trust Claire. So.
Oh, I don't know if that's like necessarily. Yeah, well, maybe.
I do want to touch base with her.
Yeah. Maybe it's not as bad as I thought. That was just in that moment. I don't know. I might vote her because like she said that we like have a strong alliance. It's like I kind of trust her, but like I said with Bryce, I was like also trying to form something. So
right.
I can see it going
That's
that way.
That's what's tough about right now. Do you go with what you know, or do you try to build something?
I feel like I don't really have anyone left. Everyone's slowly trying to stab me in the back, and that's all I got left.
Oh, you think so? No. Wait, who's trying to screw you over?
I don't know. I just feel like it's not. I feel like Lane doesn't trust me anymore. And I don't know. I feel like people are trying to use me for leverage more than actually helping me. How many seeds do y'all have combined?
We don't have 10, I guess.
Like how many?
I now have 2. I didn't get blocked.
I did.
I'm so confused.
Yeah.
How everyone's like, Meredith's a threat. Meredith's a threat. And no one thought to block me. I guess there were just other seed threats. I think people were worried about like, you have a lot and whatever.
Yeah,
and I have done 0 things with my seeds at all.
I'll talk to you.
So, from what I've heard, Lainey wants to do Drake.
I'm not sure.
Drake is
just
doing
don't know
Claire,
yet.
and Claire wants to do you. Is that the same?
Claire, that's.
That's the rough plan?
I don't know. It's possible.
Yeah.
It's all about where Lainey starts, I guess.
Yeah.
It really just comes down to because I don't see anyone picking John or Meredith,
Right.
unless they're picked.
Right.
So it really comes down to who they choose.
Correct. Correct.
And that's just going to be the deciding factor. But we should have the votes and not make that matter.
Correct.
Yeah.
But that's just the way it is. That's probably the way Daisy Chain's going to go.
Yeah.
So we just got to hope for the best.
But then I heard from Drake that Lainey's picking him, he's picking Claire, Claire's picking Kim.
Yeah.
Are you picking Kim? Okay. I was very scared. That's why I wanted to talk to you.
No, Kip asked me to pick him, and I was like, then you would owe me 2 things.
Oh, because I was like, where the fuck is Claire at if she's picking Kip? Okay, because here's what I heard. So I was telling Bryce, I talked to Maddie and I was like, okay, how about we make a deal, we pick each other. Whoever gets picked picks Bryce. Whoever gets picked, and Bryce can pick.
That's what I was talking about. So Lainey told me she's picking me.
She told Drake she's picking him.
She told me she's picking him. She doesn't know who she's picking until it's spur of the moment.
And she told Drake she's picking him.
Okay.
And Drake told me he's picking
like
you.
literally 30 seconds ago.
Drake told me he's picking you.
Let's assume Lainey picks me.
Okay.
The plan Maddie and I talked about was so that we don't look suspicious. I pick Christian. You pick Maddie. Maddie picks Bryce.
And I can pick Brandon.
Yeah.
Brandon.
It's that's obvious.
I like
at this point.
I like that.
Assuming that's what happens.
But then the only other plan I heard though was Lainey picks Drake and then Drake picks you.
And then we just bump down.
Which is just a bump down.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. I don't think this daisy chain's really going to be big of a deal. Because
I'm
no
fine
matter
with
who it is, you just pick.
I'm fine with Kip going. I'm fine with Kip going. I told y'all I blocked Kip, right? And I told him obviously I'm not gonna tell him I blocked him, so I told John. I've heard rumblings John wants to use the Venus flytrap on Meredith.
Mitch wanted to use the Venus flytrap on Meredith and was trying to get John on his side.
Right.
I don't know where John is at with it.
I just think we can get her out now, so I don't think it's worth.
Yeah. My thing is she's such a big target.
I
Why
need
get
to
her
talk
out?
to Lainey. Can we switch?
Yeah. My thing is she's such a big target. Why get her out? Like, why the fuck did we get her out?
I think now my thing is like you can come.
Yeah. We're to
see my.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I was just saying my thing is I think it's important to Meredith out this week because there's no chance for her to get immunity.
There's no more anyway.
But like
there's immunity. No, there's not.
But she could get sunflower.
Oh yes.
Or rose.
Right. Like this is full on like.
Yes.
I think this is the opportunity.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the thing is, she's such a fucking big. Everyone said Meredith's name. Like literally everyone I talked to.
Yeah.
Even the people I'm not close to.
Yeah.
Like even us out of us 5.
Yeah.
Like us, Claire and Maddie.
Yeah.
People are still saying Meredith. Which is like, why the fuck are we targeting her if everyone is? Right? That doesn't make sense to me.
Entering the space. Sorry.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, you're good.
So like, that's my thing.
Yeah, I get that.
Can I join?
Yeah. Are y'all okay with me sharing that with her? Like, my thing is, like, I feel like your name has been brought up every single round because of immunity. Like,
But I was.
my thing, why target you?
Exactly. That's the thing. No one has considered me in any social way at all.
Yeah.
I've been left out of all social conversations.
I feel like you haven't talked to, like, anybody socially.
I've talked very mildly socially to people, but no one has made me approaches or offers. No one has asked me for my seed at all. That's not even come up.
Do you want to give some away? Or? I'm kidding.
I just still have the one original one.
I'm joking.
Because like no one has even thought to bargain with me.
Sure.
My social game has been talking to people, and because I didn't need anything from anyone because I was immune, but no one asked anything of me.
Yeah.
So I'm still sort of waiting because I am very like open and honest, and I'm happy to be an ally, but no one has really made me a lot of offers right now
fair.
because I've been sort of not needed to negotiate.
Right.
So I've been waiting for people to approach me. So right now, yeah, I feel like I'm a bit of a social wild card, but I don't need to be.
Yeah.
I'm feeling okay right now. I'm just, yeah, because I'm much more worried about the competitions going forward. That with the entire cast playing, my chance is going down. Especially if anything's remotely physical. I am the smallest person remaining. You guys can definitely outrun me and outreach me at any task.
Serious. I was just told that you were picking Drake and told that you were gonna...
Who said I was picking Drake?
Christian.
I never said I was picking Drake. I said I would consider. I never said I would.
And then...
I said if I don't pick you, don't be mad at me. It's just because he pulled me in the back. So if Christian is saying that, that's a lie. Because I never said that.
And then Brian is saying you said you were gonna decide spur of the moment.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm still picking you. Trust me. Trust me. I did talk to Kip, and I want to talk to you about this and see if you're okay with this. Kip doesn't want to be in your debt. So Kip doesn't want you to pick Kip and then him have to owe you twice.
That's fine.
Okay.
Here's the play that Maddie and I have talked about, and I just brought it to Christian and Bryce. You pick me. To not show our cards, I pick Christian.
Okay.
Christian picks Maddie.
Maddie picks Kip.
Maddie picks Bryce.
Oh. Okay. Okay. I'm picking you, so you do with that what you will.
Okay.
Yeah. But don't tell anyone I'm picking you. Be like, yeah, she said she doesn't know.
Okay.
You know. But I told you and I'm sticking to that. But I'm telling you, I'm not deciding until spur of the moment because I don't want people to think like, oh, I'm picking this person, I'm picking this person. I love Drake. I would love if Drake was also safe.
Yeah.
My thing is that I don't want...
I think we all have a common goal here.
Agreed. And I think that is the general consensus.
The question-
and as long as that ends up that way, I'm happy.
The question is who she picks to go against.
Oh, yeah. I didn't think about that.
Can she pick you, or are you?
She can pick me. I mean,
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think she would pick me.
I'm not sure who Lainey's. I've heard Drake and Claire that Lainey's gonna pick in the Daisy Chain, but I haven't talked to Lainey.
I think I heard from other people that Lainey was almost definitely gonna pick Claire, and then Claire was gonna like. I want to say that she said Claire was gonna pick you, and then I don't know what the rest of the chain was, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know who's gonna. I'm not even sure I'm gonna get picked, so that's like why I need to.
What? I want to let you know. Like, I don't want you to go.
Yeah. Well, thanks, man.
Personally, my main thing right now. A lot of people are saying Meredith, right?
Yeah.
And like, if everyone's saying Meredith, why are we like thinking about getting her out? Because like, everyone's gonna keep saying her name. She's the biggest threat in the game. Why not just keep her?
Yeah, I have no problems with Meredith. So like, everyone keeps saying that, but it's like she won under like really specific circumstances. It was like she's playing as 3 people, 4 people,
right?
And so like, I'm not gonna vote against her. She's not like gunning for anyone, you know. She's just kind of playing her own game right now, which is not scary.
Right. How do you feel about Kip?
I don't have any problems with Kip. I'm also not allied to him, so
Same.
yeah.
I feel like I'm closer to you and others than Kip.
Yeah.
So, I don't want you to go.
Yeah. Like we both.
I prefer if you're up against Kip, I'm voting for Kip. I'm letting you know that right now. I hope that's in confidence. Like
I'm not. Yeah, I won't spill it out. No, you trust me on that.
Yeah.
But, all right, that's good to know. Yeah, and we can I guess like continue to build from there. Yeah?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
All right.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Because, okay, so what happens? The person who doesn't get picked chooses the person to go up against.
Yeah. Do you have anyone you think you'd go up against?
I forgot about that part. I thought the person just got sent home. So I actually had not thought of that until this very moment. I have no idea.
If I'm on the bottom, I will not
go
against you.
Definitely not picking you. No, John and I feel good about daisy chain with each other. We sort of have a bond made for that. And both of us are thinking of you if we're the one who has to make the next choice. Depending on like if you get picked before us or not and what our options are. Because you are one of the people I feel better with. I have heard that maybe I shouldn't trust you as much as I do. But
from who?
I honestly don't remember. I think it was in a conversation about like the fly trap that some people are considering pulling and using that on me just because of like the competition threat.
I knew that they were considering fly trapping you, and so whenever Mitch approached me with the fly trap, I said, fly trapping who? And he said, we don't know yet. And I said, I am not agreeing to anything unless I know who's getting fly trapped, because I am not spending 3 seeds to fly trap you.
Right.
You are not the one.
And he approached me about it as well. And it was the same thing. I said, well, who? Like, I don't even know who I would want to do it to.
So
were they saying, we'd all vote.
Were they saying you shouldn't trust me because I was considering fly trapping?
No. I think it was a very vague thing. If I was just like listing people that I feel okay with, and they're just like, maybe not Claire, and didn't give a reason.
But who said that?
I'm trying to remember because I keep having the same conversation over and over again of like, oh, well, everyone thinks you're a threat. Oh, people have tossed your name out for the fly trap. So honestly, it's all blending together. I think it was either John or Mitch or someone, one of the guys for sure. Not that there's this many girls left. But not Christian.
Bryce?
Maybe Trey? No, I haven't talked to Bryce. Okay. Not in a minute. So I don't know, but it doesn't matter because I feel like we're okay. You haven't given me any reason to doubt that. And yeah, I definitely feel like we're good. Because for me, where I'm at is that people see me as a comp threat, but not a social threat.
Yeah.
People haven't taken me into consideration as a social anything.
Yeah.
No one's approached me about anything. I didn't get blocked. Because no one
I didn't get blocked either.
thought about me. Because I haven't used the first seat I was given.
Yeah.
So, I mean, 2 still doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
But,
the person I blocked got evicted, so
yeah.
didn't even matter.
I didn't even block anybody because I
thought we all had to. I would have passed. I thought
that was my first thought is like, do I have to? Because I don't wanna.
Yeah.
I don't like targeting a specific person.
Yeah.
Especially because no one has given me a reason to do that.
Yeah.
It's been a very like weirdly mild social game, I feel like.
Yeah.
That no one's making enemies.
I know.
And so it's hard to choose someone
Mitch
to
wasn't
be the
even
enemy.
an enemy for me. He was just a threat for me.
That's what that was exactly my reasoning as well. That Drake has given me some positive vibes. I don't completely trust them, but it's still something that I've been offered, you know? There has been positivity and friendship put out there. So it's something, whether or not it's true.
Drake came to me with the top 3 with us 3. Me, you, and Drake.
He said that to me as well.
1 second. I told him yes, but I have no intentions of bringing Drake to the end.
Okay, that's fair.
What about you?
I would be perfectly willing to do that as well. Of just like loop him in until we don't.
Yeah.
I think that's completely fair. I'm definitely down.
If you're not picked for Daisy Chain, do you have an idea of who you want to go against? Because I think that's a part that no one's really considering.
Yeah.
No. No, yeah. We talked about it literally 2 minutes ago and I already forgot to think about it. I have no idea.
I don't know.
It's just scary because, there's a lot.
No one can pick Lainey because she's in.
She's safe. I mean, I have a cop
Yeah,
out.
I wouldn't-
I could just pick Brandon because Brandon picked me, but I told him like, and I really meant it. Like, I don't blame him for picking me because like I understand the position he was in. So
That is true.
The problem is I'm not saying he will be, but if John is up there, he can easily uproot. Easily.
Yeah.
No question.
and then whoever else is out there gets to pick the replacement with them. So
But the thing is, like, is it a thing to force John to uproot? Like, whoever's last.
And drain his seeds.
Yeah, and just, like, force him to uproot.
Maybe. I don't know. It's something to consider.
unless he feels safe enough.
I doubt that. But, I mean, he could. But, not many people
I mean,
feel
it's not a
safe
bad
with
plan.
Because I feel like the main concern with him is the number of seats.
No, so I was talking to Christian, he kind of brought this up. He was like, and everyone was thinking, man, he's like, but there's no more immunity challenges. So, like, what's the point of getting
But he
rid
would
of
save
them?
her.
I don't know. Well, actually, I think her and John are actually kind of close.
Unless he feels safe enough.
T. Well, I'm irritated with John. So
I know, yeah.
he's not gonna pick anytime soon.
Which
Not
and
for
then-
me.
I mean, so I'm like, yeah, I guess you're right. Like, she won't, and she hasn't won a greenhouse challenge yet, so she wouldn't really have power. And even if she did, she wouldn't be able to go back-to-back weeks anymore. So it's like,
Yeah,
I know we have the opportunity now, and sure, but I think it will also present itself later. And I don't think she has so many people to where, I don't know how, I don't know. He just kind of had that thought in my head, and I'm like, thoughts, you know?
Yeah.
Hey.
Dynamos. That's cute. I love that. Good. Yeah. That's what's happening. Yeah.
She's like a superhero. She's like
Hanging!
There he is. Oh.
Alright, here we go, everyone. It is time for the iconic daisy chain. So, in order to do this, everyone come on this side of the table for me.
Go on this side. Oh, facing my peers.
Alright, Red Rover. Who's coming over? I'm
coming. I feel most comfortable about picking Claire for the next person in the daisy chain.
Claire is selected. Okay, Claire.
Sorry, love you all.
Who are you selecting?
Okay. Chrissy.
So Christian is
More
saved.
comfortable with Chrissy than Chris.
Chrissy? Chrissy Teigen? Question mark?
Absolutely.
Christian.
I had an agreement with Maddie. We would pick each other, so I'd be Maddie.
Maddie is selected. Maddie. Your turn.
I'm gonna go Bryce.
Okay. Bryce is selected. Bryce, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna go Brandon.
Brandon has been selected.
You would have been faster.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Kip.
Kip selected. Kip's turn. Drake, saved by Kip. And Drake, you're making the final choice. Keep in mind, the person you do not choose is the first nominee.
I'm gonna save John.
Hey, John, saved by Drake. Meredith, come have a seat on the nomination chairs. Meredith, who is your opponent?
That's a good question. I'm gonna go with Kip.
All right, Kip and Meredith are nominated. Let's get the shot. And with that, our two nominees have been decided. Will either of them be able to buy their way off the block, the auction, and banishment next time on The Greenhouse?